Have you ever heard of the curse of restaurants past?
Dun,
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 dun.
dun.
Nasty food.
Awful servers.
Your worst nightmares coming true.
Fortunately for you,
We're the ones who have been cursed.
today we'll tell you the folk tales. Are you ready?
Make sure your toes are tucked under your blanket.
Watch out for the possessed forks. They could be anywhere.
Okay. In all seriousness,
Let's get into it.
where do we want to get started?
We should talk about how cursed we are.
Okay. Do you want to lead off with that?
Sure. So, I don't think we've ever really had a great experience. Like, we're like, we need to go there all the time, except maybe Chick-fil-A. But even at Chick-fil-A, we're like...
As you'll see, we've had bad experience there before.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, the food was great.
So, yeah, we're just so cursed. Every time we every time we hang out, we always basically eat dinner.
Yeah.
So we're always like, we need to go somewhere new.
Because, of course, who doesn't want to try a new restaurant?
I know.
And nobody else will try it with us, so it's like, we gotta go do it.
Because we're like the ones that are like, let's go try something new.
Not literally nobody else, but we just always we talk about it and then we want to go and try something new.
Yeah. And then we always go to a place that sounds like great, and we look at the reviews too, and they're like they have 5,000 or whatever reviews, and they're fantastic.
Amazing.
They're like a 4.5 or whatever, and we're like, we need to go there.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever we get is not fantastic.
It's not good. I don't even know. I don't understand how it's every time.
I know.
Chick-fil-A is the only place we go, and we're like, the food is good.
Yeah. But then there's other experiences.
There's just other experiences there that scar you.
Well, there's one time where we didn't get great food, but...
That's true.
I mean, it depends.
But
every place you're gonna...
Occasionally you get bad food from every place you like.
Yeah.
And you just kind of are like, 90% of the time it's delicious.
And another thing we do, we go in and we're like, do we want this? Are we sure we want this? Are we sure? And we're always second guessing ourselves.
But we still get stuff.
And we still go. And we're not we should leave.
Yeah, we're getting bad feelings about it. We should go. We never do that.
No.
Because that would make logical sense.
Yeah. If we were to leave. But here we are.
I think we should start off with the Chick-fil-A one because we mentioned that.
Okay.
Because this is very mellow. Bad experience, but it's not the food was you know what I mean? It was just the restaurant experience.
Yeah.
So we were at Chick-fil-A.
One that was just remodeled.
Mm-hmm. It had just opened a week prior.
So it was busy.
Very busy. It had been closed for about a year, which was so frustrating because it made the other one a nightmare.
Yeah, it really did.
And so we were there, we're eating. The food was good. I remember it being really good, actually. Yeah. And we were like, oh, this is really good. And we decided we wanted to go to Five Below.
Yeah.
So we went down the road, 2 miles, I would guess. But it's a busy road, city road.
Yeah.
It takes a hot minute to get there. And we get there, and we're getting out.
As soon as we're, stepping out of the car.
Immediately. Casey's
and on the way there, we're, all these people are cutting in front of us. Especially in the parking lot. We did not have a good experience finding a parking spot.
You're
and then we finally get in the parking spot.
Mm-hmm.
And I get out. Well, I'm getting out and I'm looking for my purse to take it in with me. I'm like, oh my gosh, I left my purse at Chick-fil-A.
And then
we rushed right back into the car.
I put sport mode on and we went.
I know.
It was no, we got in. I floored the car. We zoomed off there because we had to get there back. What?
We had to get there back.
Let me say that again. I messed up. And on the way, you called them.
Oh, yeah, I did call Chick-fil-A.
And I don't remember what you said, but you're like, do you guys have my purse? I left my purse.
Well, I'm like...
She was crying.
No, I wasn't.
No, I'm just kidding.
I was just, really
panicked.
Intense. Yeah, I was panicked. So I'm like, I just left my purse there. Did you guys find a purse? And then they were like, yeah, we did, or whatever.
Yeah, you weren't crying. I'm just kidding.
I was just intense on the phone.
Even if you were crying, that's fine.
I feel like they were kind of intense, too, but...
True, they're like, yeah, it's in our safe. We got you.
I left my purse there.
Leaving the purse was one thing, but that was it was fine once you found out they had it. But then even more stuff happened.
I know, because I go up to the register and I'm like, I left my purse here. And they're like, oh yeah, let me go get that from you in the back. And they go into the back, and then they, like, come back out. They don't have my purse, and they're, like, talking to the manager. The manager, like, gives them a code or whatever.
On a sticky note?
Yeah.
For the safe?
For the safe.
You can't do that.
And then they go back, and they still can't do it with the sticky note. They still can't open the stupid safe, and so they have to get the manager. And
the manager had to go get it. But then it was like
taking
we were
forever.
waiting for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Which is a long time to wait for something.
Yeah.
That should be simple. And then
it was weird.
Finally, we got it back, and it was like, thank heavens. Like, literally, like 3 or 4 employees had been like, do you need help?
Yeah.
Like, have you been served yet?
I'm waiting for my purse.
I'm waiting for my purse. So the food was great.
Yeah.
But losing the purse was not good.
It was a panic moment. Also, we are eating snacks, just so you guys know.
Yeah, just if you hear that, sorry. We're starving. We haven't had food all day since like 2 hours ago.
Yeah, because the day started an hour ago.
Yeah. It's 1:30 a.m.
Anyway, but yeah, that was not a great experience.
No.
Panic. As soon as I lost my purse, I'm like, I have to stop all my cards and my identity's gonna get stolen. That's what I was thinking. I was panicked, but like we were laughing about it.
Yeah, it's funny, but like because it's better to laugh than to like cry.
Yeah.
Or like have a complete panic attack.
Mental breakdown.
So yeah, everything worked out. You got everything back. Nothing was missing. She did think her chapstick was missing, but I was like, Kaysee, I'm sure it's in there, and it was.
Yeah, it was in there.
And if that was the only thing missing, it would have been okay.
Well, I was like, I can't find my chapstick. Who steals chapstick?
Yeah, that would be so ridiculous. Chapstick thief. Band name. Chapstick thief. Great band name. Anyways.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's actually a really good band name, I feel like.
I agree. Somebody make a band and call it that.
And then
if not, I'm doing it. Yeah, and if you do, email us and let us know.
Give us 10%.
Yeah, we came up with your name. We want all royalty. 50% and all the royalties of your merch. No. Just 50% of the royalties. This is an episode giving ourselves advice for the future.
Yes. The next experience, I can't even look at you. The next experience we're going to talk about it's called Sushi Yeah. And it's a buffet place of all you can eat sushi, which also are kind of expensive, just gonna be honest.
True. This one especially.
Yeah, this one was way more expensive
than the other one we've gone to
that we liked.
Yeah.
But we went here. We always get so many rolls. We're gonna be so hungry and we're gonna eat all of these freaking rolls.
Because we go when we've had no food the whole day. So you're absolutely starving. But also when you're that starving, you can't eat as much. Your stomach's
smaller. We waited forever. I feel like we waited forever for him to come to us first and then to get our food. Mm-hmm. It was not a great experience.
No, but then after the first time, he came like every 2 minutes when we said we weren't ready yet.
Oh, yeah.
Because we didn't understand how the process worked. Because they just gave you a paper and you're like, at sushi restaurants, they give you a paper and you circle what you want. But like, we didn't understand, was all of it included on the buffet?
Yeah.
It was lunchtime. It was not quite dinner. It was like the end of lunch because it was a little bit cheaper. Mm-hmm. But that also means they could have different rolls available at different, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
The lunch could have different rolls than at dinner. Sometimes they have different ones at dinner than they have at lunch. It changes. And so we didn't know how it worked because nobody's coming over to our table.
Yeah. So we were waiting at our table. Like, they take us to our table. We wait there forever. And then after he finally checked on us, every 2 minutes, he kept coming back. Yeah.
It was insane. And we're like, no, you just
told us. So we felt rushed.
Yeah.
Too. After that. And so we ordered probably 6 rolls.
Mm-hmm. That sounds about right. And
they come with 8-10 pieces.
Mm-hmm. And some nigiri.
Oh, yeah. We did get nigiri too, which are 2 pieces. Mm-hmm. So that's a
and
lot of sushi.
An omelet.
Oh, yeah. We did get the omelet one there too, which was not good at that restaurant.
It was not. But so basically we have 65 pieces of sushi.
Yeah. For the 2 of us.
Combined.
And at buffets, you can't leave very many pieces. At this one, could you leave any?
No, at this one, you're not even allowed to leave any pieces.
And if you do leave, it's a fee. You have to pay.
Which, like, I understand, but there should be some sort of...
Leeway.
Like, the other one that we like, you can leave up to 6. And that makes sense.
Yeah, totally. And that one was good. And the omelet one, amazing.
That is one good experience we've had.
Yeah, actually.
Let's go there next time if we decide we want sushi.
Yeah, let's go there.
We're shaking on it.
Watch us not do it.
True. We'll go to a
We
new
shook
one.
on it. But so by the end of it, we're like stuffed. And there's how many pieces left? Like
10 to 15, yeah.
And so we're like trying to stuff it down. We're trying to hide it like in our drinks.
Well, here's the thing.
In our napkins.
Mm-hmm. The rolls that we didn't eat were nasty.
Yeah.
Something was like wrong with them.
When fish tastes fishy, it's not necessarily good.
Yeah, it wasn't like the sushi taste. I know exactly what you mean. Like, there's like the fishy taste, but it's not like good.
Like it was.
It's a bad fish taste.
Because there's a difference.
Exactly, and you can't leave any, but we don't want to be charged for something we're literally just going to end up throwing away. So we're like, what do we do? Mm-hmm. And I was like, I'm going to throw up if I eat any more.
I know, I was the same way.
I remember biting or eating one and starting to gag, and I was like, oh no.
We're gagging.
It was that bad. And like, I don't know why we didn't think to say it. We could have said something probably and been like, something's wrong with this one, but they probably would have still charged us.
Yeah, but still.
And so then we're like, oh no, what do we do? We have like one napkin.
Like I chewed one up and put it in the napkin. We should ask for like 1,000 napkins at this.
I just put all, and then
in our drink.
I went to the bathroom like twice with one in my mouth and then spit it out in the bathroom in the toilet and then flushed it down the toilet.
I put one in my mouth and put it in and went to the bathroom and I was gagging the whole way. I'm like,
yeah, it's awful. And then there was only one left, and then I think there's 2 left, and then we just ate those ones.
Yeah, we
the very last 2 pieces. We're like, we just got to do it, and then we can get out of here.
Because it took us forever to like hide these things.
Yeah, because we were.
Oh my gosh.
We were like, I don't want to just throw them all away. I want to like at least try and eat some of them because you can't just like carry it to the bathroom. So you have to like be suspicious or be like inconspicuous. And then finally we were done. And then he came over, gave us the check, and then we like hurried, paid, got out of there.
Yeah, which the service was not great either.
It wasn't good, no. And there were a lot of people there too. So obviously, towards the end.
Towards the end, they started.
At the beginning, there was like nobody.
At the beginning, when there
was like 2 people
and another people
right next to us.
I know. Like,
basically,
they didn't spread us out. They put
hate
us all
that they do
in
that.
The same spot.
It kind of ruined sushi for us for a while.
We couldn't eat it after.
Probably about a month.
Yeah,
which is for us a long time because we get sushi a lot.
Yeah, we do like sushi. But yeah, it did. It kind of did ruin sushi because after that, I was like, ew.
Yeah, like just so
even thinking about it, I was like, that's not for me today.
For real. No, I agree with that. Okay, so this next one is interesting. It's kind of like got a whole entire backstory and it's got another backstory in the backstory.
Yeah.
It feels like that anyways. So we decided we were going to go to this chicken place near us. Well, actually, we weren't sure where we wanted to eat. So we kind of just started driving around and looking.
Well, because we wanted to do something new.
Mm-hmm.
And we're always like, we'll figure it out on the way.
Yeah.
And we never do.
That doesn't make any sense. You're just wasting fuel, time, and money. And your life.
Yeah. Because we're like, where are we going to eat?
And your day. Just everything.
And we're driving randomly to wherever.
Literally.
Then we see something. Let's just go there.
Yeah. So we ended up getting to the city that we don't like, that we've talked about many times. We talked about it in our first episode. Throwback.
Mm-hmm.
And the city is just... The roads are just a mess. Like, the lights make no sense. The stop signs make no sense. There's random turns. There's U-turn lights. Have you ever heard of that? Probably not, unless you live here. It's stupid.
It is.
But we finally saw this chicken place that's unique and actually is a really good chicken place. We're like, oh, that would actually be a really nice place to eat at. So we get there. We're like excited. We finally found something. We get inside and there's a group of about 8 people in front of us, I would say.
Yeah.
Well, 8 people in the waiting room.
Yeah, I
and
don't
then
think
like
they
a
were
group
all
of
together.
2 in front of us in line.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody's at the desk.
Yeah.
And somebody keeps walking towards the desk and then never coming to the desk.
walking away.
So it was really stupid and annoying. Just because what's happening, you'd think at least they say, I'll be with you in 5 minutes. Because that's fine, because you know what's going on.
Yeah.
And they just weren't saying anything. And then eventually it was like more people came behind us and we're like, okay, nothing's happening. It's been 5 minutes. There's tons of empty tables, but nobody's sitting down.
I know. There was tons of empty tables.
It was just all really weird. And so we're like, let's just go somewhere else. It's not worth it. So then we were a bit frustrated, but like, we're fine. Let's just drive around.
Yeah.
So then we drove around and saw Noodles and Company.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I haven't had that for a long time. That would be a good one to try.
Yeah.
Which I still agree with that. But the parking lot was a nightmare. It was so small. It was so...
Yeah.
It wasn't wide. It was very thin. Like, backing out, even in like just a sedan like we were in, was painful. Because we went down a road and it was just ended.
It was a dead end part of the parking lot because it was like the side of the building, and there was like trucks coming right after us, so we're trying to turn around so we don't get trapped behind the trucks.
Yeah, because they were literally like 2 were coming at us. Like, it was bad. And so then we're like, okay, it's not good. It's hitting different. It's hitting bad.
We're not going there.
So then we kept driving, and in that parking lot there's a Wingstop, and I was like, I've had good experiences at Wingstop, let's try that. And so we tried that. Or we stopped there. It was a painful parking lot, but better than the previous parking lot. We went inside, and nobody else was in there except 2 people just sitting, already eating. Yeah. Like, it was very empty.
It was super empty.
And so we go up to the thing, and we're looking at the menu, and he's like, oh, guys, just so you know, it's going to be a 30 to 45-minute wait. And we're like...
Do we really want to wait that long?
Yeah, that's what we were like. Do we really want to wait? And we're like, we've been to 2 restaurants already that didn't work out. Let's just do it. Yeah. We're going to waste 40 minutes trying to decide another one.
Yeah.
So we waited. It only ended up being like 15 minutes. It was
not long at all.
Maybe less than that. I was
shocked because they said it was going to be 30 to 45 minutes. And then it came and I'm like, wow, that was fast.
Well, they trick you by, not really trick you, but they're like, it's going to be forever. And then it's actually so fast. It seems better.
They said they ran out of wings, but they had just enough left over for ours.
Yeah, that is what they said, huh? You're right. But I got like one kind of normal flavor and one like spicy flavor because I was like, ooh, I'll try it. Okay, I wish I had taken a picture. They were like a color of orange that food cannot be. Yeah, they were the same color of orange. One was slightly darker. But they're completely different opposites of spice.
You read it and they were the same. But one had just barely different.
Yeah, they were the same flavor, but one had spice and one didn't. Yeah. As it turned out. But it was the nastiest color of orange for like food. Like, you don't eat food that color.
It was a weird orange.
It was like chemical, like antifreeze, windshield wiper fluid orange. Not okay. It was
not normal.
And I was like, it's unappealing. Like, it was so unappealing.
And I got Korean barbecue flavored. And it was spicy.
Mm-hmm. So spicy.
And they were okay at the restaurant. But after we came home and warmed them up, at least mine, it was better warmed up than it was at the restaurant.
In the microwave.
Yep.
It was better. Mine, I really was not. I actually, like, they hurt my stomach. Like, they weren't good. Yeah. They were spicy, but, like, not a good spice. It was like not like a hurt spice either. It was just like, bad flavor. Yeah. But I was like, I spent so much freaking money to get these. Because it was like $12 for however many wings we got. It was a lot of money. So, like, I'm not going to waste it. So I took it home in a box. We were filming our podcast, actually. Yeah. And I was like, I'm hungry. I'm going to reheat it. And both of ours were better reheated in the microwave. That should not happen.
No. Food should not be better.
Way better in the microwave.
They really were.
Like mine were actually good.
Fantastic.
Like, I liked mine.
Yeah.
I didn't like it before.
I didn't really like mine either. I mean, I liked the flavor. It just was a little extra spicy.
Yours were really spicy.
And it had a lot of, when I was looking at the sauce, it had a lot of red pepper flakes, which
I remember that.
But after it was microwaved,
delicious.
It was just better.
That's so weird, though. It shouldn't happen.
No, that should not be the truth.
It should be as good microwave, maybe a little less good. I mean, you kind of expect it to be a little bit less good generally, but sometimes, like, some restaurants are great when you reheat it, and it's just as good. This one was, like, so weird, and it was mostly a bad experience because it was so bad at the restaurant.
And, driving.
Yeah, the driving just makes it so unappealing. Like, kind of ruins your mood.
And it's like, why did we go so far to go get that?
To get something that was a city closer.
Yep. It was closer to home.
But we went to the one 2 away from us, 2 cities down. It was just dumb.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
The next experience is another sushi one. And we went to this sushi place, and it's more of a smaller sushi place.
Mm-hmm. It's a local one.
Yeah, it's more of a local one. And when we walked in, I mean, it wasn't very nice.
No.
But, like, we were going to try it because the sushi was 50% off.
Mm-hmm. Which is a good deal.
Yeah, it was pretty cheap. And it wasn't bad tasting.
Mm-mm.
It was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
But, like, you walk in, and, like, there's this counter type thing. And it was, like, they had all the to-go stuff on the counter. Mm-hmm. Super messy. Like, didn't look like...
True.
It kind of looked like they were putting away for the night, but it was not late.
No, it was, like, 4, maybe 5.
Nobody else was in the store except this guy who was ordering takeout. Like, he was going to take it home. And this guy was kind of weird, and we were like talking, and he got into our conversation somehow.
Like, this is the best sushi place anywhere.
And he's like, especially when you eat in, and he's taking it out.
I know.
He was just really weird.
I mean, he was very friendly, but it was just like a little bit awkward was all.
Yeah.
But it just adds to the cherry on top of the experience, you know?
Yeah. And so we got sat down at a booth, and this lady, I felt like she was just ignoring us most of the time.
Yeah, the waitress.
Yeah, the waitress who sat us down. Like, she sat us down, took forever for her to come back to us.
There's nobody here.
Yeah, nobody. And then sometime during our meal, I think after we had gotten food, I'm not quite, maybe before we got food, but there's another 2 people that got sat down, and she was like checking on them constantly.
Yeah, like they got a couple of drink refills. We didn't even have anyone come over. Like, she never came over to our table.
We had to ask for drinks.
Yeah, they were like completely empty.
Well, like in the beginning, she didn't ask us what drinks we wanted.
Oh, you're right.
So we had to ask for drinks.
And then when it needed a refill, we had to say something.
Yeah.
And then when we ran out of soy sauce,
we had to say
like, she never checked with us. It was weird. I don't know.
She never checked with us, but like constantly checking on the other 2 people.
I don't even understand why. It's not like we did anything. We were just ordering. I mean, it took us a while.
It's not like we're obnoxious or anything.
No, it just took us a while to decide what we wanted. That was all.
Yeah, and I don't see why that would make any.
No, that wouldn't make you like change your service style. I feel like so. It was just very strange, and then she just wasn't like very friendly.
No,
to us, but she was friendly to the other table.
Yeah,
so
which made it like we were like, why is that happening?
Yeah, like
we were just so confused.
We didn't understand what was going on with that. Like, we really didn't do anything. Literally nothing. We didn't do anything. There was no.
We only took a while to decide. Yeah, we didn't talk to her because she didn't come over.
Yeah.
And it's not like we're being obnoxiously loud or anything. We're just being normal.
Just talking like you do at a restaurant.
Yeah.
It was just super weird.
Yeah,
and we weren't
strange.
Not sure why it was like that.
She was not very friendly.
I don't think she was in a good mood.
At the end, but that's weird to treat us different than the other 2.
Well, maybe the other person's a regular.
I guess.
But still, you shouldn't change that.
That's true. But even at the end, when we were wanting to pay and get a box, I had to get up and go grab my own box.
Yeah, she was just sitting at one of the booths on her phone.
Yeah. And I got up and got a box for us because I'm like, this is taking forever. And we're not going to sit there all day.
No, planning other things. We had other things planned.
Yeah.
And she's just sitting on her phone at another booth. And we're like,
excuse me, lady.
We're done. And when it was weird because when she gave us like our drink refills, we were like basically done with our food anyways.
Yeah.
So it was weird that she was like, do you guys want a box or anything else? It was just a weird experience. I don't know. I don't think she was having a good day or something. But
yeah, it was just not very good customer service.
No, but definitely not. So this restaurant is a nacho restaurant that is at an outdoor mall. And this day we went to a park.
Mm-hmm.
And after the park, we decided we were starving because we've been at the park like all day. And so we went to the outdoor mall, and there's this nacho restaurant. It smelled so good. It got good reviews. And so we're like, ding, ding, this is checking all the boxes that we have. Because it's a new restaurant, too, which is always, we always like that.
Yeah, and then we're disappointed.
Yeah, unfortunately. So we sit down. Well, first of all, it was weird because they're like, it's going to take a minute. They're like, for 2 people, it's going to be a while. We're like, okay, how long? And she's like, well, are you guys 21? And we're like, no. And she's like, well, then I can't sit you at the bar, which sucks because we're not going to drink anyways. But it's too bad. Like, and then we decided, where else are we going to go? So we went back in. We're like, we'll do it. Like, we'll do it.
Yeah, we'll wait.
It was not a long wait at all after that point. Yeah. It was not bad.
And let me just say, this restaurant was so loud.
Oh, I forgot about that. It was so loud. They're blaring music.
Yeah.
It's like Texas Roadhouse.
Yeah.
That was the loudness.
Mm-hmm.
And so we sit down, we're looking at the menu, and it's expensive. And I decided I wanted lobster and crab nacho, which sounded delicious to me at the time because it was a specialty.
I don't even remember what I got.
I have a picture of it, but I don't know what you got either. We'll put the pictures on our Instagram so you can see them. Like, it looks delicious, but they weren't. Neither of them. Yours wasn't good either. It was dry.
I know.
But, like, the pictures look good.
Yeah, they do.
Like, mine, like, the lobster and crab one, looks amazing.
Yeah, it does.
Very well done. Looks really clean, like, very nicely made. First of all, let me tell you what.
Our server was not great.
Oh, my gosh,
she had an accent.
But she wasn't, like,
thick.
Which is fine. Yeah, her accent was super thick. But she was like, yeah, that's fine. No problem with that. Just sometimes I'd be like, will you say it again? But yeah, it's a loud restaurant.
Mm-hmm. And so that makes it harder for us.
And and it makes it a lot harder. And she's not talking loud at all. She's like whispering.
And I think asking for her to repeat made her mad. And so she was not treating us very good.
No, she never came back to our table after taking our order. She didn't even give us our food.
Yeah.
We didn't get any drink refills either.
Mm-mm.
I think she was frustrated because you're right, because we were asking her, what did you say? Can you say it again?
Yeah, and I literally, I was so thirsty. I banged the cup on the table, not to, be rude, because, we just have fun that way.
Yeah.
And still, I didn't get nothing.
No, we never got any.
But nobody heard it anyway.
Sure, it was so loud. But they had, one other table. She was helping one other table, which had, 7 or 8 people, but she was only helping them, and they were right next to us. So it was, ear-picking favorites, but it was annoying because, she didn't end up getting a good tip from us because she didn't come to our table after taking our order.
We were purposely doing that. It was loud, and she has a thick accent.
And she wasn't talking loud. She wasn't talking, at an audible level. Especially in a situation where you have to talk louder.
I know. When stuff's blaring, you just talk louder.
Mm-hmm. And she wasn't. So it was hard for us to understand her. And she still stood around our table, by the way.
Yeah.
She just ignored us. And
we have one other table.
Exactly. Right next to us. We can see you. Yeah, it's not like you're...
She didn't even bring our food to us.
No, the other waiter did.
I think she really got offended.
I mean, if you're offended by that, because you're talking at a low level in a loud room, what do you expect?
I don't know. But, it was kind of annoying.
It was. I had kind of forgotten about that. But, yeah, that was...
By the end, both of our cups were empty.
Okay, so mine was the most spicy thing Okay, I was going to say the most spicy thing I've ever had. Not true. I've had spicier. It was really spicy, but it was nasty. It tasted like spaghetti. It tasted like spaghetti nachos. That is disgusting.
It really did. It tasted like spicy spaghetti sauce on top of these chips.
It was not good. That's like the weirdest explanation you've ever heard, and it's very accurate.
It's accurate.
Like,
100% accurate.
Yes.
Like, there was some spice, which it was like pretty spicy actually. Spaghetti sauce.
Yeah. Well, it was weird because some bites were just spaghetti sauce, and some bites were like the
Spicy.
hottest spicy spaghetti
Yeah.
sauce. Like, even mixing it didn't help.
Yeah.
It was just like some bites were fine, some bites were awful.
And it looked fantastic.
Amazing.
That made it more disappointed.
I know. And you want to know the cost? $22, which is insane. That's my favorite number, but not for spending that on food for one person.
Especially nachos.
Yeah. I don't know how I saw that cost and was like, okay, I don't have any clue. Somehow my brain was like, it's fine. I've been hungry all day. I'll just try it. I regret. I had leftovers. I ate all of the leftovers. It was better leftover, but it still was a weird flavor. But I still ate it. It wasn't the worst. It just wasn't good.
Yeah, I remember you saying that it was better.
Leftover. Yeah. What is that? That never happens.
That's weird.
2 restaurants in a row? That's just strange.
Of course it happens to our cursed selves.
Of course. Yeah, it was not it. We're not going there again.
No, we're not. This next and last experience for this episode is the one that started it all. And it is not good. We always talk about it. It's hilarious now.
We like to say it's one of our core memories.
Yeah.
If you've ever watched the movie Inside Out, they have core memories. This is a core memory for us.
Definitely. It's our core.
What emotion? Angry, happy, disgust, fear, sadness,
and joy. All of them.
All of them. I don't know about joy. That one's the one that probably got left out.
It's joy now.
Yeah, it's joy because it gives us so much, like...
It's hilarious.
It's so funny now, but in the moment...
No.
Not it. Okay, take it away.
So, I don't even know how did we get there?
I know. Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah.
Okay, so... This is a building near us, a restaurant that used to be a sushi place.
I remember. Yeah. Because we really loved the sushi place, and it was called Bamboo, and we loved it because it was open. It was open for lunchtime. And
and affordable, very affordable and good,
and it was so tasty, so good, and it went out of business.
Just one day.
We were gonna go there, and we passed it, and we're like, where did it go?
This was late 2021, so it probably died from like COVID related things, but it was late 2021. It was a bit after COVID happened, almost 2 years. Yeah. And so it was that so was sad, but it was like a new restaurant called Cup Bop,
and we're like, that's interesting.
It's a Korean barbecue type place. Let's try it.
So we went in and we went through, and they were like, have you ever been here before? And we're like, no. And so they walked us through it. You start with noodles or something.
Yeah, so you choose the type of noodles you want.
And then the meat.
And then at the end they have the sauce.
Yeah, and the sauce was on a scale of 1 to 10 or something. And over 7, wasn't it 7?
Yeah, 7.
7, there was a huge star.
And circled around the star too.
Circled around the star. Only on 7.
Yeah.
Please, you cannot tell me that that's not a signature sauce.
Well, it also went 1, 3, 4, 5. It wasn't necessarily 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It was 1, 3. Yeah. So 7 was the fourth one out of 6 or 7. Does that make sense? Yeah. It was kind of the middle.
Yeah, it was the
amount of numbers they had.
Yeah, because it didn't go every number. It went
so we're oh, well, this is what everyone gets. Let's just get that because that's clearly their most popular one.
Because who puts a star on something that's not? So, yeah, we just oh, that must be the original or signature. So that's what we got. We both got a number 7 on it. Ordered. Did we eat in or did we take it out? We took it out.
We took it out.
Even the ones for her kids. So we took it
to the mall.
Yeah, we did take it to the mall.
We ate it in the food court at the mall.
Yeah. And we're this is tasty at first. And then we're hit with this overwhelming
ungodly amount of spice.
So spicy. I've never had anything this spicy in my life.
Burnt every crevice of your mouth and your esophagus and your stomach.
And it was no normal spice. It was just punch in the face. I'm here.
No.
Insane. Like your lips
were
are
like,
burning red.
Like that hot. It was so bad. We were dying.
And we were like, we were so worried about this lady because she took this home
for her
children
that are 5 and 4 who probably passed away after that. It was so bad. It was so bad. And we're like, we spent money. What are we gonna do now?
And we're like, we enjoy spice. I've never had anything this spicy.
Yeah.
Like, because we like spicy stuff.
Yeah.
And we're like, it's fine, and we're still trying to eat
we got maybe like what,
denial.
8 bites in, and we're like, I literally remember my chest started hurting, and I was like, Kaysee, I'm gonna die. I can't have this anymore. And so we went to McDonald's to get it out of our system, get it out of our mouth, get that off our taste buds.
And we were so disappointed. We spent that money.
I mean, it wasn't even.
We wanted to try something new.
This was the first experience, and we still have tried new restaurants since.
What the heck's wrong with us?
Cursed. Bad decisions.
Because this really is what started it all. After this, that's how there was some that before Cup Bop,
maybe 1 or 2.
But this is the one that ruined everything.
And started the downward spiral
of our curse. Oh my gosh! So I cannot explain to you how spicy.
I can't imagine what we looked like.
We're eating it and we're like
red.
We're trying.
No, I remember you saying your lips are bright red and your face is turning red. You said that to me and I was like, yeah, I'm dying. I'm dead. And at first you were less worried about the spice originally. You're like, no, it's really good. And I was like, yeah, how's it?
I was in denial.
You were for sure in denial because it had the best flavor.
The flavor was amazing.
But the spice was a level 4 million on the scale of Scoville. Hot ones, take note.
Please invite us. Just kidding.
Oh no. We should do that for an episode.
Together?
Yeah. Oh, no, I don't want to. I'm kidding. Sounds fun, but we would die. You see how they respond?
We can buy the hot sauce.
Yeah, you get the one for the season.
Oh, we would die.
We would die. Anyway. We're not doing that. That was so funny, but that's not happening.
But for real, though, the flavor was amazing.
Amazing
I was so in denial. I was like, it's really good.
I was like, I'm dying. And you're like, no, it's so good. It hurts a little bit, but it's so good. And I was like, then all of a sudden it hit you. It hit you different.
And I was
you were like, I can't.
Because it hurt.
Hurts so bad.
Well, it was just so sad because the flavor really was tasty. It was
so good, but you spent some money on it too, so you're so upset. You just straight up threw yours away.
No, I think I sent it with you to your house.
You did.
Because your dad...
You were going to throw it away, and I was like, no, I'll see if my dad wants it.
And didn't you have your dad try it?
I had my dad try it, and he's like, the flavor, again, amazing. He's like, it hurts me. And my dad can handle spice a lot better than I can.
This is so funny.
No, now it's hilarious.
And oh my gosh, one of my coworkers was like, I love Cup Bop. And I'm like, that's the nastiest, disgustingest place of my life. How can you freaking like Cup Bop?
Everyone I've talked to loves Cup Bop. Us don't.
I'm not ever going to try it again.
No, absolutely not. I'll try other new places, but not that one.
Not that one.
No, and it's also crazy, too. I was just thinking, and now I can't remember what I was going to say. Oh, the peppers are Satan peppers. Whatever they put in it is Satan peppers. It is derived from Satan.
Yes. Satan created Cup Bop. And the original 7 sauce. I'm just so mad. Who puts a star over a number?
That was what
everyone's going to think to get that one.
Exactly. And if you were literally anybody that was white and American, you were gonna pass away.
Exactly. And the employees were like, they should have been like, are you sure you want 7? And we would have been like, no.
We don't want 1. Or 3.
Yeah.
But looking back on it, it's just funny. But oh man, it was the worst time.
Oh my gosh, we were so sad.
And then there's the after effects because your stomach wants to die.
Oh my gosh. Was it the day after?
I think it was the day of.
When I told you?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Probably.
You're dying.
Whatever I ate went straight through me. Didn't digest it at all. And you know, I don't know about, like, this is TMI, so if you don't like this, you might want to skip.
Just skip ahead a few seconds.
But I went to the bathroom and my butt was on fire. Burning fire.
That's because it literally just went straight through. Because it was that night. I remember texting me. You're like, I'm not okay. I'm in pain. And I was like, oh no, me too. Just from my throat hurt, like, for the next day.
And I remember my stomach was, like, in turmoil, like, turning this, like,
I'm shocked. Sorry, there was a reflection. No, I for sure don't know how I didn't, like, throw up.
My butt was on fire. I remember that.
No.
And that's horrible.
No, yeah. So horrible.
But yeah, that's what started it all.
That's what started it all, and unfortunately and fortunately, we have that memory.
Yeah, it's one of our favorite memories now, and so that horrible experience turned into a great memory.
Yeah, and we talk about it all the time.
I know, and we just burst out laughing like we don't ever get enough.
No matter what we say about it, we can't share enough about it.
I know.
It's so funny. There's always something new we get out of it every time we talk about it, which is hilarious.
We're cursed.
We're cursed. We should only go to restaurants we know.
Chick-fil-A,
that one sushi place.
Yeah.
A handful of others. Habit Burger.
Oh yeah, that was like the first place we actually had that was probably the only one we had a great experience at.
No problem.
We both know, like, the service was great. We both loved what we got. It was fantastic.
That's where we gotta go.
The only one.
Okay, well, now we know what restaurant to go to in the future.
And then it'll be ruined.
True. It will be ruined. Aw. Have you guys had terrible,
nasty,
of the devil
restaurant experiences?
As you can tell,
we sure are cursed.
We hope you've relished
the curse of restaurants past.
See you in your dreams.
And your table.
And here are some bloopers for you to enjoy of us messing up the intro and the outro many, many times. Have you ever heard of the curse of restaurants past? Dun, dun, dun. Nasty food.
Awful servers.
Your worst nightmares
coming true.
Fortunately for you, we're the ones who have been cursed.
Today we'll tell you the folk tales. Are you ready?
Make sure your toes are tucked under.
Why did you laugh?
Oh no. Have you ever... Oh, no. We literally went... No. Have you ever heard of the curse of restaurants past? Sorry. Oh my gosh.
Just leave it. Yeah. Okay, ready?
Have you ever heard the curse of restaurants past? I said that wrong again. Right. You know what? Let me pull it up on my phone.
Yeah.
Because it's hard for me to be like,
yeah.
Have you ever heard of, like...
Have you ever heard?
Let me break my neck.
Yeah, it's, like, perfect for me.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
Always aim for getting perfection for you. Just kidding. I'm totally kidding. Okay.
Ready?
Yep. Have you ever heard of the curse of restaurants past?
Dun, dun, dun.
I need to go straight to jail.